Fear can't kill you, but did you know, Nick Weber, that erectile dysfunction drives men to suicide each and every year?
Fear also has a tendency to drive down stock prices.
Which, in turn, also increases the suicide rate. Welcome to Play the Hits, ladies and gentlemen, where we are starting off on a high note so that the bar is nice and low and it can't get any worse from here. That's our new strategy.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to hold that joke back because it was acidic. So, I understand we are going through the laboratory next, right?
You bet your sweet ass we are. This is the final area of the game. There are some zombos, so why didn't I pick up my handgun?
Do you need your canteen for...
You bet your ass I do.
I assume soaking them in vodka and lighting them on fire?
You know, that's how I deal with all of my problems, so that's what we're going to go with tonight. It's not failed me yet.
Oh, goodness, there is no eggnog in this scotch at all.
It's just pure scotch. I went with the Cuba Libre tonight, so I'm feeling nice and... Well, the nice thing about Cuba Libres is not only do you get the booze, but it also kind of helps with my sinuses. That's one of the main reasons I am a dedicated Coca-Cola drinker. Let's see.
All I heard was Nacho Libre.
Yes, a Nacho Libre. There's the fuel canteen. That's what we want. Okay. So, let's actually equip the gun. And we're going to see what we can do about these zombos.
So what was the point to collecting all those batteries throughout the game?
Batteries?
Yeah, you can collect batteries and...
I know what you're talking about. Those are actually a secondary sub-weapon. So basically at this point, any zombie that grabs me is in for a really bad time.
Well, slightly worse time than I guess than brought them into becoming a zombie.
Yeah, I mean, nothing... For instance, here we go.
Wait, did you just taser a zombie?
You bet your ass I did.
How has Walking Dead not done that yet?
Look at this asshole. Come on, take his head
off.
off.
I see. So they're like scientists now.
Take his head off. Come on.
Are they giving you herbs for two zombies? Like at this point, the zombies are like the Goombas of this game.
Okay, there's one of our modiscs. Tight.
Now that was significantly easier than the Dragon's Eye puzzle. Lion's Eye, whatever.
I can show you the Dragon's Eye if you want.
So are we just not going to burn him because
we
don't need to come back through here?
We better burn his ass, huh? Better burn both their aces.
Oh, wait, or is there going to be like an escape sequence where we don't want to run into these guys?
We'll probably be doubling back here quite a bit because there are a few important items that you get pretty much right away. Oh, for freak's sake. Just fill that canteen. There's still plenty of kerosene left. Jill's just whispering that to herself. There's still plenty of kerosene left. Let's get
Well, give us 5 minutes and we won't be nearly as optimistic. Hey, we finally got inventory space. Good lord, 8 item slots just does not feel like enough.
Dude, I'm telling you, you gotta play the Chris mode. Okay, let's deposit these, burn that zombo, and head to the next area.
So, what you reading these days?
You're gonna hate me because I really do intend to pick up the Witcher series, but I decided to reread Dracula because it's been a while.
Oh yeah, and it was
your Castlevania bit got me kind of feeling like revisiting the damn it, the original.
Well, I mean, the original post Nosferatu.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, I mean, then again, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you go back and you watch Nosferatu. It's not exactly. It's like going back and watching the Dune movie after having read the books. You're expecting, oh, it'll be schlocky and bad, but how bad can it be? Certainly, I'll still like. Oh, it's awful. It's just terrible. Same thing with Nosferatu. Not
well,
great.
if I'm not mistaken, Nosferatu the movie was more based on the book Dracula than anything else, right?
Wait a sec. I thought Dracula the book was based on the story Nos. Son of a bitch! I'm doing that again, aren't I?
Well, I'm not quite sure because I mean, was there even a book entitled Nosferatu?
Yeah, I think. Hold on.
Or it was Nosferatu the movie. I'm gonna go for something here. I'm gonna try to get 2 zombies burned at the same time.
Well, crap. I don't know where my mind was. Okay, so Bram Stoker's Dracula, the book, came out in 1897. Nosferatu was 1922. I don't know where my mind was. I thought for some reason Bram Stoker's Dracula was written in like the 40s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see
No,
what just 3 seconds of research will do?
Yeah, definitely an old book. There we go. I did it.
Oh,
Check
cool.
that out. 2 zombies, 1 burn.
Hot diggity dog.
Dig. Dig,
Emphasis on the hot.
Dig,
Anyways, what were you saying before I put my foot in my mouth?
Oh, no, nothing. I just got confused because I wanted to say that Nosferatu was a film, but then you're more cultured than I am, so I didn't want to like break out my big mouth and be like, oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
Nosferatu totally came after.
Yeah. I thought for some reason Nosferatu was a novel, but I was getting that confused with something else. Ugh, well, there goes my street cred.
Yeah, you should be embarrassed.
But yeah, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Fun little read. Good book for its time. And actually still pretty relevant.
Yeah, I was going to say, good book for any time. And what I love about the book is, well, in my mind, there hasn't been a successful film adaptation of it yet. I feel like the one in the early 90s with Keanu Reeves was not bad, but also not, still not the equivalent of the book itself. And I mean, I know there's the generic argument, yeah, the movie's never as good as the book. But in all of the movies, they either sell the characters short, or they combine them, or they did what the 90s movie did, and they just hypersexualized everybody. Mm-hmm. And that just wasn't... I mean, the book definitely had, like, sexual overtones and kind of was a commentary on kind of, like, the repressive London English, you know...
hey, some raccoon
views
the
on
Victorian
sexuality.
Sentimentalities.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it was definitely not... I mean, if anything, the book itself was... you know, just about like these 4 friends persevering in the midst of, like this nightmare that they were going through.
It all really kind of depends on, I guess, when the conversation is being had, because good old Anne Rice changed the whole mythos of the vampires with, their work.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of the Anne Rice adaptations. I mean, to each their own.
The interesting thing, too, about the movies, is, so these have to be in alphabetical order. Alex Beckett.
Tapeworm is going to town on his colon.
Right. Clark David. Well, that's easy. But the other interesting thing about the movie, particularly the 90s movie, was despite being so much later than the original work, the female characters were decidedly way less progressive. And, okay, wow, so that couldn't be easier. Which I find kind of interesting, because you would think that, you know, given that it's 100 years after the original book was made, okay, sorry, I'm trying to think about this puzzle. I vaguely remember it.
I'm sorry, I have to do this, but come on. It's 2018, Donald Trump is president, and you're complaining about the possibility of society regressing?
Okay, so what's glowing red there? What is that? That's not the
large
appendix.
intestine?
Okay, so intestine, esophagus, lungs, and
lungs again.
All right. And then let's see here. How did it go? Oh, we're stupid. That was the colon. Colon, esophagus, lungs, and lungs. Okay, so cell. C-E-L-L. That's our password. That'll all make sense shortly.
Yeah, I figure like Magnum bullets or something.
Oh, and then here's a tie to Resident Evil 2. This scientist is dating Ada Wong, who is
I was gonna say, yeah, I just recognized Ada's name there.
Yeah, principal character of the second game. And I believe this memo, if I remember right, also gives us another password. Everything is running normally. The locks will release the security system. Terminal in the small security room. Okay, so that's what we need to go to. Visual data room, and that's where our other MODISC is. Yeah, password into the X-ray picture. So yeah, CELL, that's what we want. Last request, but if you do happen to return, put me out of my misery.
What were you looking for?
You will need another. Okay, so I missed the first.
Well,
password,
it's right there.
I said
using my name and your name.
Yeah, there we go. So John and Ada. Yep.
So, since you recently reread Dracula,
or rereading,
wow. Sorry, there was a lot more scotch in that eggnog than I thought. What did Renfield's character do in that book? I forget.
Well, he was part comic relief and part like letting you know what Dracula's movements were. Like, you could basically, if you paid close attention to Renfield, you could kind of discern Dracula's movements before the plot revealed it to you.
Okay. Yeah, I always kind of had a little bit of an issue trying to figure out where he figured into the overarching
So Renfield was an unwitting servant of Dracula who thought he was basically God. And and as a result, he lost himself to like the whole thing, the whole plot is about Dracula like seducing the will out of people, and he does that in various ways. So with Lucy and Mina, there's like the obvious sexual overtones that the the movie just capitalizes on for the sake of, you know, hey, let's get what's her face, not Renee Zellweger, but crap, who played Mina?
I've never actually seen the movie.
It's the woman who plays the mom in Stranger Things.
I've never seen Stranger Things.
Oh, for God's sake, Nick, get with the times. Shit, what is her name? But in any case, yeah, let's get these ladies naked and just make them way over sexual. But yeah,
okay,
and then Renfield was just like seduced by the promise of power, like he was kind of like the token impotent character, you know, has no real power of his own, but then gets off on having Dracula see value in him.
Okay, I gotcha. So there wasn't anything particularly powerful there that I was missing. I gotcha.
There may have been. I mean, there's probably way more commentaries.
I don't know. I think it was just a novel that was written. I mean, for the most part, all of the dominant stuff that gets brought up in the book, I mean, people kind of attribute that overly much to like repression, sexual repression, or commentary on Victorian morals, but. For the most part, if I remember correctly, Bram Stoker just had like a series of dreams where he dreamt that he couldn't move, like Ella, sleep paralysis, and that someone was biting his neck. I mean, that's that's where a lot of the Dracula stuff came from.
Well, like, then you know more than I do. I mean, Bram Stoker didn't exactly invent vampires, but he certainly gave them a fresh identity, which, you know, is so well done that it's used to this day. I mean, basically every modern vampire movie has Dracula to thank for it.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I don't mean to like crap on the Anne Rice novels, because I'm sure that
that could be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, none of this looks good.
Yeah, none of this looks good. Varieties of chemicals you've never seen before. So there's another item here somewhere. Cadavers are frozen. More chemicals. What? There's another fucking item somewhere in here.
You're a good dog, Rex.
I know. You are too, Nick. So it's about time to bust out that Magnum. We've got some serious ammo for it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something really big will come up and you'll want that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously the final boss is coming.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I was never a huge fan of the Anne Rice adaptations. I had a friend who was like super into that stuff in high school, and I would thumb through her books every now and then, and it would be the same thing over and over and over.
Oh, really?
Whose fangs are bigger, whose fangs can go deeper.
Did she was that the interview with the vampire series?
Yeah, Anne Rice did Interview with a Vampire.
Okay.
And
I
then
wasn't sure if I was remembering that right.
Kept going from there, and
I actually liked the movie with Brad Pitt, Interview with a Vampire. I thought that was pretty well done.
I couldn't get through it. There was just so many double entendres. I was like, I get that you're trying to be edgy, but Jesus.
Okay, so I'm missing something. There's still something in this room.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rex. I was petting your eyeball. I didn't. I thought that was your head.
That's okay. I just like the attention. Nick, what's your favorite mixed drink, by the way?
I don't know,
topic?
coffee, liqueur, and cream.
Oh, okay.
You know me. I'm not super.
You don't like to complicate things, yeah. Shit. What am I missing? Do you see an item somewhere around here?
Hold on, sorry. I was just making sure Anne Rice did indeed write Interview with a Vampire because of my batting average tonight.
No, that was actually Ayn Rand you're thinking.
Are you sure it wasn't J.D. Salinger?
Yeah, right.
Anyways.
Bazing.
Wait. Go back out.
Did you see it? Where is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm seeing the reflection in the glass of the umbrella symbol.
Information management server appears to be broken. What the hell am I missing in this damn room?
It sounds crazy, but like walk out and then walk back in. I mean, maybe it's like a timed event or something.
I don't think so, but we can check. Yes, thank you, Jill. I got Magnum rounds, which is more than enough, but...
Nah, I was just thinking maybe some sort of event would trigger.
Let's find out. This is gonna be half the fucking episode. Where's the damn item? Okay, this will be our last try, and then I'll give up. It's probably not super... I mean, you said the other Mo disc was in the photo lab or something like that?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. And you got the one that was in the stairway.
Yeah. I feel like there's got to be something on this shelf that I'm missing, and it's like, there it is. Fuck me.
Where?
How was I supposed to see that? Well, we got it. That's all that matters.
Oh boy, more raccoon herb.
Yeah, right? Smoking that herb. There was a green herb inside.
That is a lot of packaging for that.
Yeah, right? That was a little much.
Hey, Joseph. Hey, how are you doing? You want to take Tiny Duncan out?
But seriously, with all the healing items we have, if there were a melee attack in this game, I could probably kill the final boss with it.
Hey, you've got a knife, don't you?
Bet your ass I do. It's locked. Didn't I unlock everything? It's locked. Alright. Well, wait, let me see here. Okay, so there's a gray door over there that I unlocked.
Let's
go back to our item box real quick.
It looks like a ramshackle laboratory.
Yeah, I know. You think with all the money that Umbrella's rolling in, they'd be able to afford a little nicer setup.
Yeah, I just kind of thought it would not look like crap.
Famous last words. Okay, so I also unlocked this door. What's in here? Thank you, rum and
Borp, I've
coke.
been found. Borp, borp.
Oh boy, there's a lot
Hey,
of stuff
first
in
aid
here.
spray.
Modisc. All right, we're 3 for 3. Excellent. And a
Boy, they
first
just
aid.
kind of give you those last two.
That's all right. I'd rather. Oh, and hello. God damn it.
Once you're done with him, Joseph, you can just deposit him directly onto my lap.
Okay, we are going to just freaking empty our inventory here.
You ever read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein?
You know what? I haven't.
It is not what I expected it was going to be. Frankenstein just talks so much in that book.
Yakety yak already.
We get it. Your master abandoned you, and you killed him, and you killed your father figure, and now you're adrift in life.
Nothing has any meaning. Blah, blah. God is dead. Blah, blah, blah. You'd make a great millennial, Frank.
I guess the millennial at that time would
yeah,
have been
let's hang
Nietzsche, but...
Actually, you know what? We're about to go into that room with all those items, so let's just freaking empty our inventory except for, like, one gun in case we get jumped.
This reminded me of the time Joseph was playing through Dead Space, and he was at the end of the game, and he's like, alright, well, I guess I've got 57 metagels I'm never going to use. I might as well sell them all for cash.
Right. Oh, Dead Space. That game had a fairly decent final boss, as I remember.
Funny that you say that, because the original director of Dead Space hated the final boss. He didn't even want one in the game.
I just mean challenge-wise.
Oh, yeah, no, I gotcha. Another little information tidbit.
Hey, look, the Dogos.
Oh.
Neptune,
don't
the
look
Sharky
Rex.
there. Hunters, we know them. Oh, and look, we haven't seen this guy yet, Nick.
Huh. Or...
Fucking Wesker. Look at this picture. It's like a bunch of real people. They just fucking Photoshop Wesker's head onto some dude. Oh
God,
my
but he's so
God.
cool, though.
That was so great, though. When you saw that picture, it's just Wesker and a bunch of fucking nerds.
Oh, gosh. And here I was thinking I was the whitest guy in the room, putting liquor in my eggnog with a tablespoon.
Oh, that was great. That was the best picture ever. Because they
Thanks for
clearly went through
taking
the
the
trouble
eggnog.
of, like, getting real people to take that photo, and then just that last dude. Enter passcode. I'm thinking it has something to do with that barcode we saw at the
Yeah, I
end.
was going to say, I assumed it was the barcode.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it's so funny to me.
Is he also
Okay.
smoking a cigarette?
834. Yeah, right. 834-170-623. 834-170-623. 834-170-623. 834 once. Oh. Okay, that's clearly not it.
Is it cell?
Yeah, right. We have to figure out the letters in the alphabet there. Heliport. This will come in handy later. Visual data room for use by Special Research Division only. Oh, and look, there's Wesker. That fucker. You know,
You would think he would have gone by like a code name or an
yeah, I was gonna
alias.
say, why wouldn't he give like a fake name? Or if he's gonna go fucking deep cover, why join the fucking cops? I mean, do you know how much effort he had to put in to get in with local law enforcement? He could have just been like, I'm part of a special security team, or yada yada yada, you know?
I mean, this is like the juxtaposition of George Bush was the evil mastermind behind 9/11, and then here he is choking on a pretzel on the White House floor.
Yeah, oh my god, I remember that.
All right. It's one of the other folks. It can't be both.
Oh, let's see here. Okay, so there's something back here. Oh, I remember this. Okay, so we need to figure out what that passcode is in order to get that wall to open up. So I
Okay.
think we just got to come back here later. There's another door downstairs that opened up. And I know you're going to hate this,
Alright.
but once again, I'm going to double back and empty my inventory.
Well, they just keep giving you so much stuff.
Yeah. I may switch back over to the shotgun, given how much ammo we have for it now.
I appreciate that with Final Fantasy VII. Resident Evil 7, they gave you backpack upgrades, which was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought it into the 21st century a little bit. Where did I put that shotgun? There it is. Cool.
Well, I'm just glad the shotgun doesn't take 2 spaces.
Yeah. Damn it, I really didn't need that first aid spray. Let's do just a mixed herb, just in case.
You still have the crank?
Still have the crank.
Hmm.
Don't think I'm going to use the crank anymore, but we have it. Nick, if I die at this point, we might have to do a cutaway. Let's fucking save.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Damn it. This is half the episode, just me running around aimlessly.
It always happens when you least expect it.
The funny thing is, though, I have a pretty okay, so far, at least, recollection of this area. The challenging part will be the mode disc, because I don't remember how that works operationally.
That's okay. We've got a few Jills to spare.
Yeah, that we do. But I mean,
We'll
I think you
it.
end up on a timer with them, and I can't remember. You have to enter them all into their... You have to run around with the MODIS and put them all in their respective slots within a time frame, and then go save Chris.
Well, I mean, there's 3 mode discs. There's only, like, what, 6 possible combinations?
Well, no, and that's not what matters. It's just getting them in the right place within the time limit with zombies and, like, trying to remember where the... I think. I could be wrong here. I don't quite remember everything.
We'll find out.
Yeah, right?
Hmm.
Alright.
I love that in all horror games. The further down you go, the closer to the end you get.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a horror game where you're just climbing a building.
Well, I guess you could consider part of Parasite Eve sort of like that, but Parasite Eve was more action RPG than it was horror.
That was more like Crackdown with blood.
Are we talking about the same game?
Oh, no. I was thinking of Prototype. Boy, my
go.
brain is off tonight. I've never played through Parasite Eve, but I've heard good things.
It was very good. I mean, it was one of those like undersold PlayStation classics. Okay, yeah, wow. That's overkill on the ink ribbons.
Oh, speaking of overkill,
Hey!
in Final Fantasy... Slide cartridge?
Take that back to the projection room.
Ah.
It's filled with clear liquid. You're probably better off not touching. Oh, hello. Boom!
Okay, that wasn't physically possible, but I'm glad you did
Bet
it.
your ass it was.
Oh, I thought this was like a Walgreens receipt.
Yeah, right. Man, all these coupons.
So, in
Yeah,
other news today,
extremely dangerous
apparently,
chemicals, whatever.
apparently the spin-off company that was devoted solely to developing Final Fantasy 15 folded today.
Yeah, I saw that. So basically, like most of the future DLC got canned except for Episode Arden, which fortunately was my the one I was most looking forward to.
I was surprised that that was only 25% of the total DLC. I guess they posted a loss of $33 million in that division.
Ooh, ouch. But you know what? That part of me is like, that's just their just desserts for the ridiculous development cycles they thought they could get away with.
I just don't understand. Like, why would you put so many eggs in one Final Fantasy's basket?
Well,
God's sakes,
why
just
would you
start
put-
working on a 16?
Why would you ever put more than one project in Tetsuya Nomura's hands at any given time? That man has the focus of an 8-year-old. I mean, he really does. He has like all these cool ideas and zero follow through. Like
Now, didn't they have to take
jerk.
15 out of his hands originally and turn it over?
Yeah, give it to Tabata, who's the guy who just quit.
I see.
Hey, how do you like that? So that's what's so frustrating about this. Like, the one saving grace of 15 was that they gave it over to Tabata, and he took all of Nomura's disjointed ideas and made a respectable product out of them. Even if it still felt extremely disjointed. And now he's gone, and there's no one to check that man. He is, like, I don't know why. And do you know what Nomura actually is trained as? He's a character
Wasn't he like
artist.
character design?
Yeah, he was a character artist. He did the CG character designs for FF6, like the non Yoshitaka Amano ones. And then they gave him a little bit bigger role in 7 and a little bit bigger role than 8. They wouldn't let him touch 9, but he took one of the leads on 10. And that's when the series just started getting really fucking weird and disjointed. Is that a zombie or is that your dog?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you could. That's Duncan snoring. I'm sorry.
That just scared the living bejesus out of me. Like, oh my god, is there a zombie in the item box? Oh,
I had a zombie in a box.
Zombie in a box. God damn it.
I had a weird experience. I was in the bathroom earlier today, and I could hear someone, a mother, just absolutely screaming out their kid.
Ooh, that's always uncomfortable.
Well, the weird thing was, I texted my sister, because we live in a duplex, and I asked, hey, is everything all right? Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Because someone is screaming at their kid. It's not me, Nick.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so
your house is pretty well haunted.
So I was like, is Mom there with Dre and maybe yelling at him? No, not at all.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, weird.
Oh, here we go. 8462.
That's easier.
That's substantially easier.
Hey, while you're at that phone, why don't you call for a pizza?
Right. Just totally prank the delivery guy. He showed up. Oh my god! How wouldn't it be great if they made a like Resident Evil 1 like side story where you're just like this hapless pizza delivery dude
turned hero? It was a pizza delivery like any other.
He just has no fucking clue why any of this is happening. Hey, we can view the Kenneth film. Check it out. This is the very first zombie in the game.
Ah, good old shaky cam.
Right. And now we know what happened to Kenneth. I mean, it's not like we were really guessing what happened to Kenneth, but...
I feel like this was pretty straightforward. Now, like, maybe like Barry doing something. There you go.
Glad we put that one to bed. What? This camera angle's throwing me off.
But is Kenneth really dead tonight on Game Theory?
No, I did not want to watch this again. Okay, there we go. Cool. Looking for the... Okay, so there's a Mo disc depository there. Let's go grab 2 Mo discs and just see what we can milk out of this. Oh, hey, map. That was the
that would be
item.
useful.
There we go. You got the map of the laboratory. I prefer the English pronunciation of that word. Makes me sound like an asshole, but...
Makes one feel cultured.
Yeah, cultured. Cultured?
What was that?
Oh, just the music. It's trying to be intense.
Oh. I was expecting something to pop out or some such.
Yeah, that's what they're going for, but really there's not too many like jump outs left in this game. I think there's maybe one that introduces a new enemy, but other than that, let's see here. We need 2 moda. Actually, what the fuck? Let's just take all 3 of them because we're about to use 2. So, might as well have them all on hand, right?
Yeah, save us some further backtracking.
Yeah.
Now, is it just me, or does this door look like an ant's face?
You know, I can see that.
Just
I'm thinking more spider-looking, though.
Yeah, okay, more spider-like. I can definitely see the arachnid influence.
You ever get like stuck in traffic and you start looking for the faces on the back of cars?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good. So I'm not... That wasn't just me when I used to get high.
I have a great picture I will show you later.
Is this...
Of a face on a car.
Okay, I was going to say, is this just going to be a picture of your butt, Nick? Wait, I thought that was another Modisc thing. No, I don't want to fucking...
It's a little early for that. I thought it was like a timed event where you had to put Modisc in,
I
right?
thought so too, but then there was a definite spot where I could use the Modisc downstairs. And it looked like that was one too, but I guess I was
there's
wrong.
3 of them. Maybe you gotta freeze the Modisc first before it will go in the slot.
Yeah, right.
And then you gotta heat the other one up.
Freaking Metal Gear. That key puzzle, that fucking pissed me off, because I think there was one time where, like, It was the one where you had to heat it, and I think I was just like a second too late before it turned back to yellow. I was mad.
The timing was unnecessarily harsh for something that was entirely unnecessary.
Yeah, that was not cool for anybody. Your dog is fucking...
I'm sorry, you can hear that?
Oh
I keep
my god.
poking him, but he's sleeping.
He snores louder than my dad. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's snoring like a doggy angel, little Duncan.
Oh, that's Duncan. I thought that was Rex. Holy shit.
No, Rex can snore. This is just tiny Duncan right now.
Alright, well that's one. Something.
Something.
Something
Thanks, Chief.
happened. I love that sound. I'm sorry.
Chris, you're getting a lot of dog snoring coming through on the audio. What's going on?
Don't you worry about that.
Yeah, Rex has had a long day. I mean, Duncan's had a long day. Dad had to leave for an interview for a couple hours, and that freaked him right out.
Nick, why'd you abandon me?
Borp, you said we'd be together forever.
You betrayed me, Nick. It's always work with you. Work in video games.
Sometimes the video games are work.
Sometimes Chris just throws random pornographic emails in there. I don't know why.
Oh, tiny Duncan. Tiny Duncan. That's not for you to worry about.
I hear something.
And it's not Duncan.
Oh, I definitely hear something. You hear that shit, right?
Is it a snake?
No, it's that enemy I was talking about. I like Spider-Man. But, you know, not like the super-powered kind. More like the hopelessly, like, needing to die kind.
Well, why make that? That's not going to be a bioweapon. I never understand, like, why all these evil corporations want to make these, like, evil mutant bioweapons. Like, we're not going to see it on Fox News the next time we go to war and use them.
Actually, if anything, Fox News would be the one newscast, like, defending it. It's for America!
Would you rather have our men and women giving their lives overseas?
You
Spider-Men
want the
aren't
terrorists
men.
Yeah, right. Do you want the terrorists to win? Alright, now check this dude out.
Oh my. What? It's the guy from The Fly.
I do not have to be conservative with my shotgun ammo at this point. Because once the shotgun's done, that's when the Magnum and the grenade launcher
out.
gets busted out. Yeah, right?
Ooh.
You fucker. What the f...
Ah, so it's a knife fight you want, huh?
Shit! Gotta reload. Well, hey, at least we're gonna finally put those herbs to use. Okay. Caution. Yeah, good enough for me.
Who decides to cross human DNA with, like, a spider or a fly? I mean, for God's sakes, do something useful like a rhino or an elephant.
Right. Didn't they try that in Spider-Man?
Or the platypus. I think they tried all three of those in Spider-Man 3.
Platypus man.
Hey, platypuses are bizarre. You know they're the only venomous mammal?
Really?
Yeah.
Did not have that information.
And
Thank you, Nick.
I think it's the only mammal that gives birth to its young in the form of an egg. It doesn't do a live birth.
Huh.
Platypuses are weird.
Well, wait. Can we even call them mammals then?
Technically, they're mammals somehow.
I was gonna say. I thought the egg thing was what differentiated mammals from other
They're,
beasties.
it's like it's like the debate about is tomato a fruit or a vegetable. Well, actually, no. That's a stupid debate.
That's just dumb.
Well, you know why they're perceived as a vegetable and not a fruit, right?
Fruit. Actually, they're perceived as a fruit, not a vegetable, and it's something to do with the
What
seeds.
did I just say?
You said the opposite, but it's to do with the seeds, right?
Yes and no. Wait a sec. They are a fruit, right? But people think they're a vegetable.
Correct.
Okay, so
Wait,
I think I said that
fucked
correctly.
up. You said the opposite. You said they're perceived as a vegetable and not a fruit.
people believe they're a vegetable when
okay,
they're
so
really a fruit.
The misunderstanding was mine.
Okay, gotcha. Now, I'm so used to it being on my end. So do you know how they got? You know how the connotation came about them as being vegetables?
Ha!
Okay, so
Probably because they fucking taste like vegetables, but
precisely. That's exactly what it is. It was a Supreme Court case, I think, on a state level, and someone wanted to
because
try
this is taxpayer money. Go ahead.
precisely. Yeah, they were trying to get around a fruit tariff, and they raised the qualm that no, it's actually a vegetable.
This sounds like something out of fucking Star Wars. That fruit tariff.
Right? The fruit tariff. So, anyways, the Supreme Court, and I think it was a state Supreme Court, said something along the lines of, well, the way it works is people typically eat fruits after dinner because they're sweet and of a dessert-ish nature. This is something you clearly eat as an entree, therefore it must be a vegetable.
Oy.
I'm dead serious. This is where that comes from.
This time on the people who brought you Roe versus Wade, it's tomatoes, fruit or vegetable.
It's not a pizza till it goes in the oven.
Wow, they're just peppering me with ammo here. Dude.
Okay, well, good.
If I had an ink ribbon, I could save my progress. Okay, well, fuck you,
for the
Joe.
man who has
There's
everything
one
except
fucking right
ribbon.
there. And a first aid spray. Dude, we're cleaning fucking house at this point. Look at this shit. Okay, cool. We cleaned out that room. Let's, put you away. And
Never did use the self-defense gun, did we?
you know, we didn't. Wouldn't that be great? It just has one use on the final boss and just takes him out in one hit.
Instant kill, right?
That would be hilarious.
It's like using the fishing pole against Ganon at the end of Twilight Princess.
Right. Which is a viable... Or the butterfly net against Aghanim.
Right.
You know, Zelda has weird things like that.
And that's nice. That kind of is what gives it some of its little charm.
Yeah, it is. We have 24 saves, like 12 full heals, and more ammo than we know what to do with, man. We're all right.
We're sitting well.
Yeah, we're doing okay. Things aren't looking bad for
Yeah,
Chris and Nick.
the lab lounge. I don't exactly see a bunch of scientists hanging out here.
Yeah, right. Nerds. In fact, we're doing so well. I'm gonna fucking mix it up.
I'm just gonna fire off a few rounds for the hell of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot this place down. Okay, 12 versus 9 acid rounds. Let's bust out our flame rounds. Fuck it. And put away our ink ribbons. Come on, Chris.
Oh lord, this is turning into that time where I came over to your house and we played through Mega Man X on a whim. Yeah, I can beat Sigma, no problem.
Oh man. Fuck Sigma.
60 seconds later.
Okay, so
Well,
speaking of Capcom and Mega Man X and Sigma, what is your least favorite fucking Sigma fight?
I'm gonna go with.
Okay, so we have to restore power to the elevator. So you're gonna go with...
I want to go with Mega Man X1, strangely enough.
Okay. See,
that final form seems to be either famine or feast. You either do really well or very poorly, and it just seems like there's not... It like so many of the jumps to get up onto his claws. Oh my. I didn't think you needed the second one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but we took it.
So many of the jumps to get up on his claws just are so chance-based because of how small the safe spot is. It's just...
Yeah, like, I can see that.
Sigma from X3 was nauseatingly difficult, but I at least felt like it was a fair fight.
Fucker. There he goes. Yeah, no, I can see that.
So, how about you?
Which one was the one with the Wolverine claws? Was that X2?
Yes.
I remember that being a bitch.
Yeah, well, yeah, I remember what you're talking about because you expect him to move like he did in Sigma's fight in X1, and then he doesn't because he's like slower.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Like the timing just feels off, and then he's got that weird form afterwards.
Eat shit. Eat shit and die. I think.
What should we make our next horrific kill monster from? We got a lot of cockroaches running around. Let's use some of those.
Right, Umbrella's just fucking. Let's just throw science at the wall and see what sticks.
Right. I mean, I feel like Krieger is in charge of the development division here or something. Cockroaches?
Huh? What do you know? They're weak against grenades.
Huh. It's like
There
Harold
we
and
go.
Kumar where they shoot the cop. Bullets, my only weakness.
Guys, I figured it out. Without their heads, they're useless.
What was that from?
That was a really obscure one. That was from the fucking second Scary Movie. Dude.
Really? I feel like I must have seen something that
It was a
parodied that, because I could swear it was from Futurama.
Well, the Scary Movies were themselves parodies.
Or parodies, right. Ah, boy, that sounds so familiar, but
Keep bringing them.
Registering from there.
I don't give a fuck. So that was a parody of what was that alien movie where it turns out they were weak to water?
Signs?
With Mel Gibson. Yeah, Signs. Thank you. So they were parodying Signs, and the guy just comes in and like knocks its head off with a shovel, and he goes, "Guys, I figured out their weakness. Without their heads, they're powerless." Which, it was a terrible movie, but that was its one really great line. I actually really liked the first Scary Movie. Like, I thought it was a clever parody and lampooning of Scream and kind of the horror genre as a whole.
Well, yeah, I mean, even Scream, if I remember correct, was kind of a lampoon as well.
Yeah, Scream itself was a parody, but it was still an actual horror movie.
Right, it was a little bit of both. Very cleverly, if I remember correct. Yeah, you know what? I actually saw that movie, Scary Movie 3, right?
Oh, it was 3? I thought it was 2, but yeah, that
yeah,
sounds
it looks
right.
like it was from 3. Yep, no wonder.
I mean,
I've
after
seen 3,
the
but not
first
2.
one, after the first one, they all kind of run together and go downhill anyway. Okay, so now we've done all 3 Modis, so let's go talk to Chris. He's just been kind of chilling in this cell, waiting for us to rescue his ass.
Oh, look who got captured by Wesker.
All right. Fucked you over, too, huh? Oh, okay. So I have to pull all 3 of them.
I mean, you can't not pull the others, right?
Right. Self-destruct sequence has been activated.
So,
Repent your sins.
to break the spider's curse... No, we already did that bit. Never mind.
We're playing the hits, Nick. We're not going for anything too highbrow here.
To break the spider's curse, simply state a Bible verse. Thou shalt not... Sup, Chris? No, that's not Chris. That's the DARPA chief.
Right, he just has a heart attack.
His hair is perfect.
Jill,
It is. He's a beautiful man.
I have to get you out of here. Ugh, it won't open.
What? You know what I never understand about movies? Like when it's clearly locked, why do they pull on it harder? Like it's
As
just
though
gonna
Chris
give
hasn't
way.
tried this yet.
Right, it's just gonna give fucking way. Okay, so the timed part comes later. Eventually we do unlock his cell.
Are those exposed
But that's-
wires in this wet area?
Yeah. But
Sorry,
that's during
anyways.
the self-destruct sequence. So basically you have the option to not come back for Chris, but why would you fucking take that option?
It's like escaping.
I guess if you didn't
Planet
find
Zebes without saving the animals.
Yeah, I guess if you didn't find all 3 Modis, you don't really have a choice, but... Okay, so... Yeah, we're just going to proceed further into the belly of the beast here. Or wait,
belly of the
shit.
whale.
Where was the fuel thing? I think it was actually in that room I just came from. It's... yeah.
I wasn't in that red room with all the... So your least favorite Sigma was Sigma from Mega Man 2. I find that surprising.
It was just the Wolverine claws and then the stupid 3D head that kept fucking with you. Like, I feel like it took forever to shoot that thing to death.
Yeah, and you also had to watch your secondary ammo because it was only weak against, like, sponge wire.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so here's something fun. For the next minute or two, we cannot run.
Oh,
It's one of those.
this.
Yeah, it's one of those Castlevania 64 type of things.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yep, except you can't jump or take damage. Hey,
Yeah.
we'll be seeing that on my next episode.
Yep. We also
Well,
cannot.
I mean, it'll...
Yeah, we also cannot take a hit.
Oh, yeah, it is exactly the liquid nitrogen then.
Yep.
I'm actually really looking forward to having a chance to dust that fossil off. That's going to be fun to play. Especially since you've never actually played this version.
Yeah, I only played the first one on the 64. And
Yeah, like I said, I mean, a lot of it will look familiar because Castlevania Legacy of Darkness was basically like the expansion pack to flush that game out.
Right. And I mean, I know we've talked about this before, but, you know, contrary to like how everyone else felt about that game, the first one anyways, I really enjoyed it. Like, I thought it felt a lot like... I thought it felt a lot like classic Castlevania, but in 3D.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun romp. I don't know what there was to knock about it.
I think it's because it came out after Symphony of the Night.
Yeah,
I mean, really, I think that was it.
That kind of poisoned the well with sugar for the next 10 years. I mean,
yeah.
I like pretty much everything that's a side scroller is held to that standard these days. If there's backtracking involved, or if it's a, pardon me, Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Which I vehemently hate that term.
Yeah, I know. Because, I mean, really, just... I don't know. It does borrow the map system, but that's really all it borrows.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to go ahead and save just in case. Because this is one of those things where, like, one false move and I'm dead. So, rather than backtracking...
Did you walk around with a grenade launcher? Safety first.
Yeah, right, safety first. Hey, I put the safety on. It's okay.
I had a horrible nightmare last night that I had a handgun and I could not figure out how to get the safety on. And every time I thought it was on, the gun kept going off.
So and then, like, firing bullets wildly into your house. God damn it.
Because I'd be like, is the safety on? Pow. Nope. Let's try it now. Pow. Nope. Still not on. Maybe I gotta switch that back. Nope. And of course, Rex gets shot.
I was gonna say, wasn't this a Simpsons bit at some point? If not, it
I know it was an Archer bit for sure.
Oh, nice. Oh, God. Alright, so this is definitely gonna be an extended episode, but we're definitely about to finish this. We'll probably go about an hour 15, an hour 30.
That's cool. No bigs.
Definitely won't be our longest episode ever.
Yeah, I understand that honor still goes to Limbo.
Yeah, fuck that. I mean, I love that game.
What made you want to go play through Limbo again? I mean, I thought you got enough of it when we played it at my dorm at DC.
Well, that was pretty much the last time I had played it, so... Yeah, it feels fucking necessary to use it. Because there's no fuel. Yeah, there we go. Okay,
Maybe someone could do something about it.
That actually wasn't as difficult as I remembered it.
Well, you did clear out everything beforehand.
Fuel seems to have been supplied to the power room. Okay, cool. So we got the power room. What I really want to make sure I don't do is accidentally enter the Tyrant room before grabbing the Magnum.
Yeah, that'd be no good.
So I think our next order of business will be to finally switch out to the Magnum. Because I think there's some enemies in here that can die.
I was going to say, is this going to be our final item box trip?
It may be either final or second to final. We're real close. Because now once we activate this, I think we unlock the room where the Tyrant's sleeping.
Gotcha. So like what? They only managed to make one Tyrant and it's the most effective enemy here?
I don't know, these guys seem okay. I mean, minus their obvious weakness to grenades.
Well, that's more or less your preparation than their fault. Freaking fly monsters!
Why do they keep dropping?
It's just so...
Guys, nothing's working! Guys, they said we were unkillable!
I feel like we've gone from scary movie territory in the mansion with the dogs and the zombies to like Saturday morning cartoon stuff.
The lab's self-destruct mechanism. It's huge. Why the
Didn't
fuck-
Rick and Morty kill a bunch of these monsters at one point?
You know what? That seems right. What the hell? Why am I in this room?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Rick and Morty is just a poor man's horseman, BoJack Horseman, anyways.
Sorry, I'm thinking here. Okay, so at the end of that hall, there's a locked door. How do I get into it? How do I fucking... Oh, here we go. Smart. There's no power to the main elevator. Start up. There we go. Now we're good.
Oh, as I said, it sounded like a gunshot.
Now, I know at some point we've got to return here for the self-destruct mechanism.
How is there just not one auto gun here to just wreck your day?
Yeah, you know, you think they would have had some other... I think they were really banking hard on being able to control the Spider-Men.
Yeah, they're well, I mean, there was that ADT sign outside of the mansion. I thought this place was secure.
What do you mean they won't submit to human commands? That was the one thing we really needed to make sure they would do.
Oh, here's the problem. The vocal encoding was in Spanish.
Oh, of course. ¿Qué pasa? What? Hola, señor. No, I don't speak Spanish. Why does he keep seeing Me llamo Papa Grande? Oh, God.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, we're not funny people. I mean, we're
I
okay.
think you're funny most of the time.
Okay, so let's see here. We're going into Tyrant territory, so just in case...
18 bullets, huh? I'm sensing a real anticlimax here.
Yeah, no, he does. He respects the Magnum. Let's just say it. Let's just say it that way. All right, we're good. We're good, Nick. We're good. 24 shots. Not all of which will be used on the Tyrant, but many of which.
Not all, but many.
A few.
So, total side note, I ate spinach for the first time this week.
What?
Yeah, I ate spinach for the first time this week.
For
I've
real?
been all these years, never ate spinach before. Yeah,
No
it's
shit.
good too.
I mean, you're a pretty healthy guy. That's surprising to me.
Yeah, I thought kale was the last word of authority on eating
dude,
healthy, but
fuck kale.
spinach?
I love spinach. I hate kale. I don't know if that's weird.
I hate kale too, but I think it's better for me. I mean,
Yeah.
it tastes bad. It has to be.
Yeah, you know,
Well, I mean, by
that's
that
kind of...
logic.
Yeah, that's kind of where I've landed with food. If it tastes good, just don't fucking eat it.
Right, yep.
Or at least only eat it on the weekends. Or when Nick Weber comes to visit.
Everyone's get out of... Wait, so so we're cool with Barry being here?
I guess so.
So is he like a traitor, or we're just not seeing both sides of his story?
Well, Wesker was blackmailing him, but yada yada yada, all is forgiven.
Blackmailing him with...
I think we're about to find out. Short story is it's his children. Because of course it is. Here we go. Check this shit out.
Bum.
Thank you.
Really, Barry?
Well, what do you know?
Oh, don't blame Barry.
Was this not already fucking revealed?
I hear that his better half and two lovely daughters will be in danger if he doesn't do
Wow, this voice acting needs an award.
Hello, Joe. He sounds like fucking Mike Pence.
Well, you
Yeah, it
should.
kind of sounds like a Microsoft Speak and Say program.
Yeah, Mike Pence.
Why eliminate stars?
Dude, Wesker's got kind of a nice watch.
Believe it or not, that's Umbrella's.
Is that a Rolex Submariner?
You're
Damn,
just
Wesker.
a slave of Umbrella.
Yeah,
Umbrella's
for when
paying
you got to
well.
infiltrate underwater.
Yeah, I can
But
see
I think
where
you
I
misunderstand.
can see where work double crossing people for Umbrella pays off.
I'll burn all
Well, that's
the
his 5-year
evidence in
employee
our
watch.
laboratory.
Huh. Nick, do you have a good
Barry,
dress
go up on the
watch?
ground and wait there.
Nope.
All right, cool.
Just a
Barry.
Casio. Watch for all
Yeah, I love
occasions.
Barry.
Nice. Well, I was just thinking like potential Christmas ideas. You know, I usually do something generic like a GameStop gift card, but
Ah,
you know.
it's truly a Christmas.
Umbrella.
I tell everybody what I
Umbrella
want, and no one
uses
ever
carrots and
buy me.
sticks to carry,
Songbird,
but it had
Songbird
nothing to
coffee
do with
liqueur will
umbrella.
work just fine.
There we
I
go.
just used Barry for my personal interests.
Hey, what's that behind
Oh,
Wesker?
this vo-
Cranberry seems to be
Look at the
very
tyrant in the
popular.
background smirking.
I'm gonna fucking kill everybody when I get out of here.
I guess it's time for show and
Wouldn't it be great the tyrant emerges? Oh god, you guys. I'm in so much pain. I'm an
Why does air
abomination.
cause my skin to combust?
Why did they make me weak against oxygen? Guys?
Oh, this would have been an effective project on Mars.
Yeah, right. Guys, why is my massive heart exposed?
Why is it Rex's voice?
Don't ask questions, Nick. This was your doing.
It's magnificent.
It really
For the
is.
sake of this thing.
You know, I hate
We only
Thanks.
made one.
Thank you, Wesker. Attaboy, Barry. Why didn't you just fucking
Barry.
do that the moment he started blackmailing him?
Right?
Like, if Wesker's calling in the order to kill his family, then just fucking kill
Umbrella and
Wesker.
Wesker.
Even if it meant my family, I couldn't bear turning my back on my
Well, maybe
friends.
Wesker has to make a phone call every 60 minutes.
Dude, Wesker just survived 2 shots from the most powerful fucking gun in the game.
Isn't part of the lore that, like, Wesker has part of the T-virus in him or something?
Oh, it's about to be. In the first game, he's just human, but I think that's how he survives this whole spiel.
His heart is on the wrong side.
Damn it!
Barry, fuck it. What are you gonna do? Ask it to stop?
Jill and Barry together. In hell.
Oh, I can't believe they went there.
That's
How
the greatest
edgy.
fucking line, isn't it?
Right?
Together in hell. No, you fool! Kill them!
Sure.
Ejaculation.
Well, we all knew that was going there.
Well, guess it's up to me.
All right, so noted. Stay out of arm's reach.
Freak.
You viral. This part of the game has so many great lines. Ow! Dude, do you forget how many herbs I have?
I can do this all day.
You're gonna have to stab me a
Fine.
lot more than that.
Right in the
Whatever.
groin. It's perfect dark all over
Tank
again.
your dick.
So how's this fight supposed to actually work?
Like that,
Oh.
pretty much. Just fucking shoot him in the dick until he stops trying.
Barry.
Here, have an herb.
I got all kinds.
You're okay.
Which is more than I could say for the fucking tyrant. My god.
Careless of me. Wesker,
He's gone.
Really?
let's just get out of here.
How did he fucking ninja his way out of this room with 2 gunshot wounds and a claw wound to the chest?
He was
Okay,
probably
let's-
holding in his organs.
Alright, there's no other items in here, so we're good to go. Now you fucking know that thing's gonna come back.
Yeah, I'd feel a little bad if that was the climax.
Oh, I guess we gotta interact with something else here real quick.
Yeah, we might want to inspect at least
think-
one of these mainframes.
Right.
Nah, I won't need this.
I feel a
Well,
lot
yeah.
more comfortable if we unloaded another clip into the tyrant first, though, you know?
Right? So just maybe take the head off, or...
There we
I
go.
want to get some of the experiment data. I'm sure the Chinese would love to have this.
So, there's only one exit to this room. How the fuck did Wesker get out of here?
Well, again, this brings us back to how did Wesker survive? For all we know, maybe he melted through the grate.
That sounds like Wesker. Here we go. The self-destruct system has been activated. Better go fucking save Chris. Okay, deactivating and releasing all lock. You would think Chris would hear that and let himself out of the cell, but, you know. Do you remember where Chris was? Shit. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I mean, I feel okay. Do you feel okay, Nick?
I have faith in you. You haven't steered me wrong yet. The gun is enormous.
Yeah, Barry has a very, very small penis.
It's his Second Amendment right, damn it.
Okay,
Because
let's
if he
go
goes,
in here.
because if he goes deer hunting, he might need a 100 caliber shell Magnum.
Okay, so I guess we don't have a timer just yet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna save. Take a whole bunch of herbs.
Well, you're just gonna face tank the self-destruct.
I'm gonna face tank the tyrant for round 2.
Ah.
Okay. Oh, come on, Jill. You know that's not what I want you to look at. It's an old typewriter. You can save your progress. That's exactly what I'm thinking right now. I better record this for posterity.
Chapter 18.
My first period. I'm sorry.
Barry was a dear friend
That's
until
why
he betrayed me.
Twice. Which is why I
And
had to
then
put a
he
bullet in the back.
unbetrayed me. And
Oh.
technically, he still owes you one before he's... Okay, Rex, I get it. Okay.
Well, we
could you
ended up with a
fly louder?
shitload of shotgun shells.
Yeah, and like I said, you could just face tank the explosion of the mansion at this rate.
Yep. But let's see here. Let's go nade launcher with acid rounds and incinerary rounds. And then a couple herbs here. Oh, that's a weak sauce herb.
Yes,
Okay.
nothing less than full power is acceptable.
Yep, and we'll just leave one naked inventory slot just in case.
Never know what you might pick up.
I think there actually is another item before like the final elevator or something here.
Yeah, but is it worth it? I mean, it's not like the Pope's crown.
Or is it? Okay, so let's
Could be.
double back here. Now, Chris is in... I think I know where... Okay, he's down there to the left. But there was something with that self-destruct thingamabobber, right? I mean, if nothing else, we're right here, so we can check. But we are within the last, like, 10 minutes of the game here. So we're in good shape.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
The self-destruct voice isn't very insistent. The self-destruct sequence has been activated. This may be a good time to leave.
She strikes me as very indifferent.
Yeah, right. Like she was never much of a go-getter, so you know, they put her on voice work duty.
Very much sounds like the self...
Main
Okay.
elevator's getting plenty of power.
Well, I mean, either it has enough power or it doesn't.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We might not be getting the best ending, and I'm not sure why. Because
Why
I
is
seem
that?
to... Well, I don't know. I seem to remember with the best ending there is a timer. I guess we'll find out.
There's multiple endings?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For both characters. What didn't I do, though? Maybe we are. I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Let's get Chris. Just see how this turns out.
Yeah, that voice sounds a lot like the same one from Metroid Prime Self-Destruct.
How did that one
What a-
go?
Very much the same.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously. Dude, we should play Metroid Prime sometime.
I was thinking about that earlier. It was such a delightful little
Boom!
game.
It was.
There was really that
is a great
age where Nintendo was on fire turning 2D games into 3D. I mean, Mario
Yeah, you
went
know.
3D, Donkey Kong did, mixed opinions on Castlevania,
Yeah, but I still consider that a
Metroid
victory.
Prime was amazing.
Oh man, Metroid Prime. That's definitely making me want to play that. Okay, Chris is down here. That was
I
right.
mean, my only complaint is that it was a smidge on the easy side, but, you know.
I don't know. I remember as a kid, I seemed to struggle with getting a few of the artifacts in the end game. That was a cool camera angle.
The Omega Pirate was also pretty intense on the hard difficulty.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and I also remember the first time I fought, the first like 2 or 3 times I fought the final boss. I had to give it a good college try.
Oh man, I loved the first form of that boss, and then the second form was just so much tedium.
Switching the visors, you know, that was never my favorite thing.
Unnecessary at best.
Well, almost. Now let's get the hell out of here.
But first,
Oh
let's
wait, the
double
door
back
closed
into this-
behind us.
Yeah, right. It's fucking locked. Barry! Barry!
God damn it, Barry. Him and Wesker are outside high-fiving.
Right. We got them after all, Barry. Now all that's left is to run for president in 2016. We change our names. All right.
Wait, that was in
the
here
hell?
the whole time?
Guess so.
I guess that was
Man.
the cell that they were keeping Meryl
Chris,
in.
it seems, is kind of a messy shitter. But at least they gave them the courtesy of a toilet.
That's true. I mean, it's better than a chamber pot.
Where the hell did we go? I forget where the exit of this...
This is the longest self-destruct sequence ever.
Yeah, I know, right? They're in no danger.
Unless, of course, there's a passive timer you're just not seeing.
Right. That would actually really suck.
Just all of a sudden the mansion explodes like Maniac Mansion.
Let's go.
Nope, nope, I guess Chris is just gonna cowboy this part.
Come on, let's go. The Chancellor is a Sith Lord. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna let that go.
You're a Sith Lord. Yes, Anakin, I am a Sith Lord. Problem? I mean,
What's this I was
guess
reading that Vader could return in movie 9?
Probably just as a Force ghost.
Oh yeah, that's what I had figured. I answered that question for myself earlier. Well,
I
who
mean, it was
knows?
pretty definitive that he became a Force ghost in Return of the Jedi, unless they really want to pull some gymnastics to undo.
I don't know, the way they keep doinking with all those movies. Can you believe that they actually went back and then changed Darth Vader after episodes 1, 2, and 3 came out? Darth Vader at the end of 6. They changed his ghost like from some old
Oh
man
yeah, to
Anakin's
Hayden
ghost.
Christensen. Yeah.
Oh my
Didn't
goodness.
Family Guy do a bit about that? And I'm Hayden Christensen. Well, if nothing else, we finished
Are
this
you
game
seriously
with
just
plenty
banking
of...
those shotgun shells?
You bet I am. I mean, we didn't use them, so... And the grenade launcher is more powerful. Where's the fucking ink ribbon?
You telling me that Chris Redfield had those shotgun shells in his room and he couldn't like MacGyver his way out of that cell?
Right? Just find a way to detonate them on the door lock or
Like
something.
MacGyver could have done it if they were empty shells.
Actually, Chris was actually eating the shotgun shells. That's how he stayed alive this whole time.
Well, I can maybe escape or I can use these as sustenance, but I can't do both, can I, Chris?
Oh, there's only one thing to do. He's like chewing on them. Psh, ow, psh, ow, psh, ow.
It's better than eating the cockroaches.
Oh, God. Cockroaches.
So wait, why did Wesker come here in the first place?
They're a little vague on the details there, I believe.
I mean, like, if he worked here, couldn't he just, I don't know, come here anytime?
Nick, you're
And
thinking,
not bring your Scooby-Doo crew here to mess up his lab?
you're thinking way too hard about the plot of a Capcom game, man. Okay, I guess they give you multiple items up here. Man, they really want you to use a shotgun for the final boss.
Yeah, well, no.
Yeah, sure, I'll take one more full heal.
What's the... Okay, so... I see. So, can of first aid spray is full health, and then the other raccoon herb is just a little bit of health.
Yeah. I'm tempted to use a herb, but I'm worried this won't... Ah, fuck it. You know what? Like I said, this was never 100% playthrough.
Oh, for goodness sakes, Chris.
Fuck it.
How many people survived?
Brad, I've got some fucking words for you when we get reunited here.
Brad has been circling for the last 10 hours of this playthrough.
Well, he was the one who chickened out on you at the beginning. He's the reason you're in this whole fucking mess.
Well,
Remember
maybe
the
they shouldn't
zombie
have had
shell?
Rookie, fly the helicopter.
Oh, god damn it. What is the point of that?
What the heck is this?
It's not even a puzzle. It's literally just put fuse in elevator.
You couldn't just set that first, those herbs down, huh?
Like, who even took it out? Like, Wesker was on his way out. This will stop them.
We're almost there. Jill, you just get in contact with Brad.
Phrasing people.
We can make it. Jill, ladies first.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go fucking fight the tyrant by myself, Chris. I know what you're doing.
We'll
Fuck
rendezvous
you.
at the heliport.
Good to know in our last moments we still had time for some good old-fashioned sexism.
Right. You're a gentleman to
Ladies
the end,
first.
Chris. Ladies first, bitch. Oh, hey, here's the. Okay, wait. Maybe we are gonna get an okay ending.
Yeah, if we get there before it hits 0.
Yeah, right. Loading.
I'm a little
loading.
disappointed. We never once got the zombie jump scare through the loading screen.
Maybe that didn't come until Resident Evil 2.
I think you're
Hell is
right.
this? You bet I will.
Signal rockets?
Signal rockets.
You're supposed to shoot the rockets near the helicopter, get its attention, not shoot them at the helicopter.
That would suck so bad. You just watch them go off and the helicopter just takes a nosedive. Well,
When,
shit.
Homer's on that survival raft, and he shoots the flare at the helicopter, and it explodes.
Forgot
You made
about
it.
that. Oh, man.
That's okay.
Ah,
When they come to pick him
shit.
up, they'll see us.
It's Wesker. Guys, please help me. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, boy. Here's where Barry gets his just desserts.
Jill, the only one who could do anything, does nothing.
Oh! He changed his mind at the last second.
Oh my.
Oh, man. Did you see that shit?
Yep, I saw that.
He was going for Barry, and then he's just like, eh.
Are you shooting Barry?
No. I thought he was going to go for Barry again.
God, he can move quick.
He's not slow.
Oh,
He's not slow. Jiminy shit.
we're gonna have to get in the forklift and crush him with it.
The camera angles aren't helping either. All right, we're fine. There we go.
Kill it, whatever it is.
Working on it. Oh shit! That was actually the closest this game came to a legitimate jump scare. All right, now check this shit out. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay, Nick, do you have a good catchphrase? Because I'm gonna
It
need you to
just
utter
got
it.
Revoked.
Okay, you ready? Now.
I'll have what she's having.
Right
guess
in
you
the
could
dick
say-
again.
The writing's on the wall, and so is he.
Alpha Team's finest. I think we got the good ending.
We can just edit that out later.
I'm a member of STARS.
Stars, bars, and horseshoes, clovers and balloons, pots of gold and rainbows, and me red
Red
doubloons.
balloons. Yeah. Dude, now I just want to eat some Lucky Charms.
That's a
And
nice
it wouldn't be a
house.
Resident Evil ending unless, yeah, that was a nice house.
Hey, it's
So Chris,
Chris is
how you
thinking some
feeling?
things.
Yeah, Chris is just thinking about, god damn, that was a lot of claw.
wow.
I wish it hadn't chopped my penis off. I think Jill's into me.
There's Barry
Just pretending like he didn't fucking betray everybody he's friends with.
multiple times.
Yep. Well, Nick, you have officially seen Resident Evil. What'd you think?
That was really fun. Again, I'd seen bits and pieces over time, but this is the first coherent playthrough I've ever seen from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is still one of my all-time favorites, and I feel like the as far as HD ports go, the PS4 version really knocks this out of the park. It doesn't look like the problem with HD ports generally tends to be that they feel like old games with just like kind of this blurry filter attached to them. Not so much with this one. I think it really translated well into next-gen systems, and the pre-rendered backgrounds are beautiful. They actually had to go in and reorient them so that they fit on a 16:9 screen, and I think I give them a lot of props for actually doing that.
Now, I would be fascinated to know how the game controls on the other control setting.
Oh, just like a traditional 3D game. I mean, I prefer the tank controls because that's what I grew up with, and for me, that's just part of the experience. But if you have no memory of them and no love for them, then there's really no point in using them.
That might be what I do. I'm assuming all these characters I'm seeing that I didn't see in this playthrough were on Chris's side?
Yeah, so the main one that you were seeing there was Rebecca, and she is a Chris only. She's like the Barry of Chris's.
She betrays you multiple times because of her kids.
No, actually, it's kind of cool. They do give the characters quite different stories. And actually, you can very easily screw up Chris's ending by, like, abandoning Rebecca, which sort of sucks. Which is kind of what I thought was happening with Jill's, but I think we got the good one here. And it may even tell us what ending we got. I'm not 100% sure.
Explicitly points it out just in case there's any ambiguity.
Yeah, because there is like an A, B, C, D, and F like ending or something like that.
Well, congratulations. Everybody lived, and Barry's kids managed to get into that top prep school without Wesker's help.
Right,
Jill,
but
you did a fine job.
they're not going to college, let's just say. But like taking candy from... Okay, so, let's see. This is the difficulty. Not in the mood to die. I think that's normal mode. Yeah, okay. So we didn't get, like, the hard mode trophy or anything. Hey, we got a closet key.
Ooh, now I can finally get out of here.
Now we get the sexy bikini costume.
Oh, hello. I love how every spooky game a la Resident Evil has one of those.
Yeah. Well, now, the real challenge, like, maybe if I really get into this game again, maybe we could do, like, a freaking extended episode where I do attempt to speed run it and get the unlimited rocket launcher again, but that would be quite down the road. Maybe next year for Spoopy October month.
Ah, there we go.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sure I'll have
doable.
fun.
I've done it before. Granted, I was a lonely, high school student. But...
So what was our rank?
Okay, I don't think it... Let me see here. Manual leaderboard gallery? No. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong about the ending thing. Maybe I'm thinking of like a future game.
What is once again?
A new game plus.
Oh, okay, cool. What,
Yep.
all of your Magnum rounds carry over?
Yeah, right. No, nothing like that. They just give you... I think you start off with like an extra item, like a really good gun, and the closet key, which is alternate costumes, and just other small stuff like that. It's good. It's worth doing. This is a game that demands to be played through multiple times.
Well, this just goes to show that oldies can still be goodies.
Oh, hell yeah. That's kind of what Play the Hits is all about, isn't it? So, I'm glad you enjoyed this, man. This was a lot of fun for me and a fitting conclusion to Spoopy October month on November 8th.
Yes, now it's on to, what's November? I think November's just November.
November's just November. And I'm thinking like games we're thankful for, but who gives a shit? We're playing...
I love that.
We're playing what we want.
For.
We're playing what we want, goddammit. Next time on Play the Hits, Nick.